Well, hello, Killjoys. Today is Sunday. Gravity Sunday. Gravity Sunday. Today is Sunday. Today is also Devil's Night. Ha ha ha, Devil's Night. And I'm excited because tonight is like on Showtime because my parents got rid of Netflix. They're having a marathon of The Crow, and I'm like, oh, yeah. That probably sounded really bad. Anyway, I'm really excited for that, but it stinks because it's gonna go until like 1 in the morning and school tomorrow on Frank's birthday. That's like, it needs to be a national holiday. Seriously, it makes me angry. But anyway, okay, I didn't put makeup on. Well, I never put makeup on, but I didn't put my Halloween makeup on because I really still have no idea what I'm going to be. Last week, I did my 3 Cheers look kind of thing, and then I went to a literary club, which is a book club kind of thing, party on Thursday, and I dressed up as the Crow with this awesome reddish black highlighted wig kind of thing. And I was thinking that for Halloween I was gonna do a Dia de los Muerte, like you know, face paintish kind of thing, like on my Facebook picture. Or I was between that and like the Black Parade, just a skeleton. That's what I did last year, but I made a kid cry, so decided not to do that. This year, my mom, I'm going with my friend for Halloween. Jamie, you've already seen this because I literally just got off talking to you on Facebook chatting. And yes, you were eating dinner as I make this. Ha 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 ha. Too bad you didn't tell me because then I could be like a total creep. Anyway, my mom bought me this mask. She got me 2, one for my friend and then one for me. I'm robbing her with going to Walmart so we can buy candles to do our mysterious black magic ways with. Anyway, this is fun. I'm not going to keep it on because I think it's kind of hard for you to hear me, and I don't like the sound or like the feedback I'm getting from it because it's like this giant plastic mask. So I'll be all blue and shiny. Anyway, to this week's topic, well, that was one of the topics out of the way, showing off my costume. My hair is like really extremely poofy today because I washed it last night, and then I woke up this morning and I was freezing, and I was just wearing my really furry coat, and I wore my pretty poison jacket because I was also freezing still. And yeah. But yeah, this week's topics, we're supposed to talk about scary moments that we've had in our lives. In our lives. I can't. I speak weird. And we're supposed to talk. Wow. I'm pretty sure I suggested this too. Oh, right. MCR dreams that we've had in our past. I actually had one the other night. I'm gonna tell you. Oh my gosh, wow, I can't believe it. No, I remember it. I had one the other night. I can't remember if it was this morning or if it was the night before this morning. This morning. So, I don't know what it was. It was at like a barbecue or something. And we were sitting there, and it was just like, I don't know, it was me, one of my other friends, my mom, my dad making burgers on the grill by a pool, flamingos on the lawn, I don't know, stereotypical cookout, I guess. Kind of like an Edward Scissorhands, like their houses are all colorful and stuff. And it's like, okay, so you have like Toro and Gerard Way sitting there, and then I'm all like, oh my gosh, I need to go get my sketchbook and show you, because I don't know, lately I was like inspired by their 3 Cheers cover, and I did like a skeleton bride slash groom kind of thing with it. I have yet to color it. I'm still inking, I think, and erasing, so it doesn't look really good. I'll show you in the future maybe when I'm done with it, and then I'll probably sell it to somebody for like $5 if I don't color it, and if I color it, it'll be 10, so I'll make some money so I can go buy stuff, I guess, more merch maybe. Yeah, okay, like I've had like, I don't know, probably like 7 MCR dreams in my life, and for almost all of them, Gerard has always hated my guts. And I'm like, we're kind of alike in creative ways, but, and we're into like the same stuff, but for some reason, we just don't get along. And I'm like, if I were to meet him, would we get along, or would we still hate each other's guts? Because, okay, I remember the first MCR dream I think I ever had was, I think I won like a meet and greet thing or something from the radio. And so we're sitting there in a sound booth talking, sitting there on the couch, and it's kind of like dark, kind of like an Asian restaurant. You know how they're like kind of dimly lit. And I don't know, it was foggy or something. There were a lot of people crammed in this little sound booth. And I'm sitting there talking to Toro, and we're like, oh yeah, that's awesome, something blah 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 blah, music, art, talking. And he's like Gerard over there. And then he's like, oh, hey, Gerard, you gotta talk to this girl. And he was just glaring at me. Like, he hated my guts. Like, I said something to his face, and he never wanted to see me. He wanted me to, like, jump off a cliff or something. It was the freakiest thing. I'm like, what did I do? I talked to my other friends about this dream, too. And I've had, like, 5 dreams like that. And they say that they had the same thing. Like, everybody else is all happy, and then Gerard's just like, I hate you so much. And then, I don't know, lately he's been better, I guess. I think one dream I had where it was like, I don't know, no reason why. There were like 4th graders and 5th graders dancing back on stage, and I don't know where everybody was. It was just me and Gerard, and we were just like jamming out to, I can't remember what song it was. I don't know. Oh, I think it might have been The Only Hope for Me Is You. I don't know. We were just like singing out to that really loud and obnoxiously, and then he stopped, and I just kept going, and I was like, oh, this is really awkward. Please keep singing with me. I don't know. And so, off of that note of MCR dreams, we go to scary things. And if you guys know me on Facebook, which I know most of you in the collab do, because I don't nath on Facebook because we don't know which nath you are, because there are many naths that live in Colombia. Anyway, so where was I going with this? Yeah, a couple weeks ago, like last week when I made my video, like the Friday before that, I went to the doctor's to see what was wrong with me because of my panic attack. My mom wanted to make sure I was alright. And so I got my lab results back on Tuesday, I believe, and we found I have a blood disease. So I'm gonna have to live with this blood disease for the rest of my life. There's nothing they can give me, and I'm glad there's nothing they can give me because I found out I have another phobia of getting addicted to anything, so I won't swallow pills or anything. So terrified of that. Let's see. Yeah, it's called I believe it's called Sjogren's syndrome, which is spelt really weird. And it's like, I don't know, it's like it causes cloudy brain, which is why you see me sometimes talking to myself and forgetting things really easily because brain fog. So I just say that, I guess from now on I'll be like, brain fog. Brain fro, I guess. I don't know. I call it brain fro because it's like fog, but in fro form. And fro is awesomer. And so it causes that. It causes arthritis, which really stinks because I love to draw so much. It hurts my fingers. And what else does it cause? It causes, this one's really important. Oh, right. Chronic depression. Which it would explain a lot, because I hate it so much. But, like, I gotta say the worst of the two are, like, the chronic depression. I get that. I'll have that for, like, my mom says I really only get when I'm hungry or something. Which makes a lot of sense, because it's, like, my first and second period classes. I completely blew off this math test I had the other day. I didn't do my homework because of it. And I'm all like, who cares? And I'm, like, in my mind, I'm playing The Only Hope for Me. Yeah, no, save yourself. Yeah, save yourself. And it's like, who gives a damn if we lose the boards? Or who gives a damn if I fail this test? It doesn't matter. I skipped over like half the test, and that was terrible. And then like an hour later, after I had lunch, I'm like, crap, I failed that test. Probably I got like 30 or something. I did the extra credit, so hopefully I did okay, but yeah, I didn't do too well last week. But it also causes like dry mouth and eyes, which we think is the problem with my eyesight. Right now, I actually don't have my contacts on, and I don't have my glasses on because I don't like the glare when I make my videos. So you can obviously see that glare, it's so annoying. And so right now I'm looking at my video blind because I can barely see me in like a little screen on the on the screen. I'm like blurry. I'm like a pale shade of white and peach or something, I don't know. So yeah, it stinks. The only thing I can do is go support groups, which I really don't want to because there's nobody my age there anyway. So that was like kind of a scary thing because we didn't know what it was, and we're glad we has a name, but sad that I have it. I'll live with it. I'll figure it out. I'm still the same person, so it doesn't really matter. Scariest thing that ever happened to me though, like just like a spooky kind of scary. That was just scary. This is like a spooky, otherworldly kind of scary. This is a reason why I will never go or set foot into a Hilton hotel ever again. And I have not ever since 2008, Halloween of 2008. Well, actually, it was November 1st, 2008. But anyway, I went to an anime convention with one of my friends. It was called Super Anime Convention 2008. And I was dressed up as Itachi Uchiha from Naruto in my little Akatsuki cloak and stuff. We were leaving around 9. We dropped out of the costume contest because we were like, oh, we're gonna leave at 4, but we never did, and it was like almost 10 o'clock. So we're like, let's just go home. We're gonna stand in this line for an hour. It's not even worth it. And so we left, and her dad, like her parent, my friend's, her name's Avita. Her parents were divorced. I don't know if they were divorced at the time or anything, but her mom drove us there for her birthday. All of her other friends were sick, so I was the only one who could go. And so she drove us there, and then her dad was going to drive us back in the afternoon, like night. And so what happened was we found him, and we parked on the 6th floor of the parking garage, and I still remember this. And the convention, it's like, okay, you have the Hilton in Miami, and it's really high up and stuff, and the parking garage right there, and then it goes up, and then like there's like there was like this little construction site on the roof, and then you walk, like there was like a spot like set up so you wouldn't walk through the construction site, but you walk around it, and then there were these doors that led you to the convention inside, which was on like the top floor literally. So he takes us down, we go in the elevator down into like the lobby, and we walk out into the parking garage, and he says, "Where's the car?" So I'm like, "It's on the 6th floor." So we walk into like the elevator. We're looking for an elevator first of all. You're like lights flashing on and off. There's a random puddle of water and stuff, and you're expecting to hear some lady screaming with, I don't know, her bleeding, running away from some monster of some sort, and it was all echoey and sounded like a highway or something. And so what happened was my friend, she sees this elevator standing there in the middle of nowhere, just sitting there. And it's all run down and like terrible paint job and stuff. And it's all like peeling and stuff, and it looks like it's eroding basically. And they're like, "Oh, good, an elevator." They're all Indian. They're just all Indian. I'm just gonna put that out there for some reason. They're like, "Oh, this is perfectly fine." And we go into the elevator, and I'm like kind of freaking out. I'm like, seriously? And the light's blinking on and off, and the tiles on the floor are like all half eaten up or something by like rats, I guess. I don't know, it was weird. And so we're going up, it's like 6th floor. The doors open, and we're in like, I don't know, a custodian, like janitor room or something. And then we open the door, and we're in this long maze of hotel, like, just like hallways. And then we're like run up and down the halls looking to see if there's another elevator or where we are in the lease. And then we're like, okay, let's just go back to the elevator. So we go back to the elevator. We're like, let's go to the lobby again. So we go to the lobby. We end up in the basement of the hotel. And it's like, I don't know, I remember it looked like we were under a highway, and there was like stuff going under construction or something. And I'm like, this is weird. Let's try to go back to the anime convention. So top floor we go. We're moving up, we're standing there, lights blinking on and off, and we're like kind of weirded out. And then all of a sudden, the doors open. We didn't move. We're in the same spot. And so we're like, okay, let's try to go back to the hotel maze again. So we shut the doors, we go to floor 6, go up, 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 and then we're in a kitchen. So this is the weirdest thing. I have decided never go to a Hilton hotel ever again. But that doesn't end there. So we're walking. You gotta remember, we're in our cosplays. We're in our costumes, dressed just like weird people from conventions and stuff. And there's like this guy who looks like this really creepy butler. He's like bald. He's got these round glasses on and white gloves, and he's got like this tray or something. And her dad asks, how do we get to the parking garage? Or it was like, how do we get to the anime convention, the parking garage or something? And he just like eerily, you can't really see it. He's like just this evil point like over to the way, and he's like, oh, thank you. And we're like walking, and then there's like these double doors. And so we're ready to open it. It's like, watch us show up right back in that anime convention again. We're in the middle of like the costume contest or something. So we open the doors. Guess where we are? We are in the construction site. So there's like a bulldozer there. There's a bunch of sand and dirt and dust everywhere in the middle of the night. And there was like the fence that says, do not enter. This is a construction zone. Do not enter. So we had to get like a bunch of people who were volunteering to help us like move the gate so we could get to the cramped elevator in the parking garage and go to our car. And so we finally did that, and we escaped. And since that day, I've never set foot in Hilton Hotel ever again. And I'm hearing sounds coming from the bathroom, so it's kind of weirding me out. Yeah. So I guess that's it for my video this week. That's all I have to say. And I will see you later, Killjoys. Live long and prosper.
Now it's working, go! You cannot do it!
I can't do it. Ow. She's killing me.
Are you done? You're done.
Keep me down.
Are you done?
I'm done.